Susie and I went down to a place in Costa Rica called Awaken Your Soul, where we actually did iboga, where you actually do the root bark. And it's a little fear factorish, man. It's sawdust. It's root bark. It's shavings. So
Okay.
when they pour the iboga in your mouth and you got some water, it's like you're chewing a matzo ball, man, like a sawdust thing to get down. It ain't iboga's
Yeah.
elite.
Not appetizing.
I get to points in this conversation where I can't describe what I experienced.
Yeah. I say when I describe mine, it dilutes the magic. You just cannot, like, I
Right.
can understand because I've been there,
Yeah.
you've been through it, but to explain it to others who have not, it's difficult, if not impossible.
It's trying to you're putting a watch on a caveman, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
just doesn't even, it's not even gonna. But I got home from this and I looked at Susie. I'm like, I don't need to travel ever again in my life. And she's like, why? I'm like, I saw everything. Whatever word you choose to use, I choose to use the word God,
Yep.
source, creator, truth, divine. Whatever word you want to insert there, this entity, God, gave me a tour, man. It was like, look at this shit, man. Look at this. And you are a part of this. You are, man. So it was just so, the tour was incredible. I've never seen so much beauty and just in the smallest minute detail, a ladybug up to, universes. I got to experience everything. And
And is
then
God
after,
speaking to you in your journey?
not a
Verbally, you have
word,
conversing?
but
Okay.
yes, it was all energy. So I didn't know God at that point. I was just getting a tour, right? I'm like, wow, this is pretty fucking cool, man. And then after that tour ended, I'm in space. Not like scary. I'm like, it's just beautiful space. And then just up here, kind of to the right, the most brilliant white light was there. And it was just emanating absolute love and energy. So, of course, I'm like, okay. I'm like, are you God? And then again, there was never, God doesn't communicate with, God doesn't need to speak. God
Right.
communicates in energy or talks through other people or music. And the answer was, of course, yes. And man, I just kind of, I exploded into just, and then doubting whiz, right? I came back and collected myself. I'm like, can you give me a sign? And around this beautiful white light in cursive writing, the word sign appeared a couple times and went away.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, not only is it God, he's got a sense of humor.